review roundtable watchers. Today's movie is No Strings Attached. And we are gonna watch this movie for you and let you know, can you stand Ashton Kutcher for 2 hours?
I'm expecting a lot from this film. I think it's gonna be really sophisticated comedy and it's gonna tackle the age-old question, can you have sex without love?
I'm really excited about this. It's pretty much the story of my life, so I can't wait to see how they execute it.
I don't even know what movie we're seeing. All I know is I'm the only guy here, so I'm assuming it's a girl movie. So I expect to laugh and cry.
So I'm very torn on my initial thoughts, so hopefully through discussion we'll work this out. Because I kind of felt like throughout the movie the script was very discombobulated, but at the same time I laughed a lot. So I don't know.
Very funny, but I think there was one too many plot lines and it went on just past where it should have stopped. But I don't know what storyline they should have gotten rid of.
Loved it. I usually have horrible things to say, but I loved it, and I'm like the world's biggest Natalie Portman fan now. I loved it. I loved it.
I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was going to be really lame, and it was really, really good. I like even got a little teary.
I liked it. The whole thing.
Actually, interesting. I guess from the guy's perspective, because I feel like this is not your average romantic comedy. It's not even your average like don't take your mom to this movie. So, you know, like it's very grown up and it's very much has the guy perspective, I think. And the guy was kind of the one in the bad position.
That's what I think I loved most about it was, I mean, almost every girl has the experience where you kind of feel used or something, and he was the one that wanted a relationship, and she was like, not so much. So I loved the flip.
The storyline itself was already somewhat unique, like the concept, and I think that they almost risked some like removing some of the relatability by switching those roles as well, you know, because it's a situation that a lot of people find themselves in, but not when the roles are reversed like that. Like that doesn't frequently happen.
You could, I think you could still relate to them because it's still people. It's not like they're using dogs, you know. Even if it's, even if it's like a guy in a girl's role or a girl in a guy's role, I think you could still relate to it.
I was looking forward to seeing my life reflected back to me, and it wasn't.
I think it does for a woman's point of view, because even though she was so adamant about I don't want a relationship, you could tell there was so much emotional conflict in her about that. It wasn't like she was the typical kind of like guy's guy, like, hey, I just want to sleep with a bunch of girls and have sex. She was like, I can't emotionally have a relationship. So I think, I mean, the whole scene when they're in the car, when she's eating the donuts, like, what girl hasn't driven away from a guy's house crying, stuffing her face with donuts?
That was brilliant. It was
exactly.
And that's it. I loved it. I did. I really did. I thought it was a fantastic comedy. I don't know that they hit the nail on the head with the drama, though, I guess is my point.
I didn't expect it to be a drama.
I thought it was a whole new spin on romantic comedy. Like, they twisted it, and I liked it, and I could totally relate to Natalie Portman being the dude.
Nobody else felt the script was a little discombobulated. Like for a while I kind of felt like, wait, where are we, what's happening? You know, and I liked the beginning when there's kind of these sprinklings of little fun characters, but then that kind of ended and we went to the straight script.
That's right.
But I guess as long as there was one part of the story that you connected with, I think it's successful movie, you know?
Now, do you feel like, as a guy, do you feel it was realistic?
Yeah, a little too realistic, yeah.
The tidbits of reality to me in the film are like when the guys are sitting around, they're like, well, what are you going to text her back? And he's like,
oh my God.
And he's like, I like AJ. You know what I mean? Like, that type of stuff. I like how they went into that part of it, because when you're kind of doing a friends with benefits situation, especially if you're on the side that has more feelings, you think about everything. What should I text? Should I think about it this much? You know? So I love how they touched on that.
Even though there was, I did like the subtleties, I felt like there was a lot of times where they're doing the thing that comedies are doing lately, where they're like, we're trying to push it so far. So I feel like the jokes are really forced because they're just going, how far can we push it? And then I kind of get disconnected from it, which could be a part of our disconnect that we're having.
They went the extreme of raunchy comedy to like these really touching moments. I thought, isn't that what you want a romantic comedy to be?
I know what you're you're talking about when they're trying too hard. I think it was a bit with the guys. Like I liked his roommate, but then the other guy was okay. It was like, now I'm gonna do the funny punchline. Come to my bar. Like that was a little forced.
I really liked the Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman's chemistry. She was great, and I think that they played off of each other really well.
Okay, this has to be talked about because I just watched Black Swan last week, and you know, I was obsessed with Natalie Portman when she was Queen Amidala in Star Wars. I'll admit it. And then I kind of got over her, and then I saw Black Swan, and I'm like, okay, gotta give her props. And then to see her in comedy, like, I wish she would do comedy all the time because she was hilarious.
Well,
her delivery, like, bitch, you look like a pumpkin.
You look like a pumpkin.
Yeah.
And now she is. Yeah.
So
I'm
you
happy
like
for her.
Ashton? Do you normally like Ashton?
I feel like, okay, there was a few moments where I was like, you know you're hot right now. Like, especially when he was making out with her and like, it was just like, okay, come on dude, just be there, like don't be with us. I don't know, I kind of felt that, but.
I kind of love Ashton Kutcher.
I don't dislike him, I don't have many feelings for him.
I love him in these roles because he's so perfect. Like the movie, and everybody hates this movie, but I love it. Like Just Married with Brittany Murphy.
Oh God!
I swear to God, I bawl at the end of that film. Like he gets to me in the romantic comedies. Yeah, he is.
I didn't used to like Ashton Kutcher, and I thought it was good. I thought he was good.
Really good at what he does.
It didn't even bother me that his butt was like in my face for like way too long.
I thought Natalie Portman has a bright future ahead of her.
Oh yeah.
That's very profound.
I think she has a bright present.
You should keep
Are you saying that's what she sees?
You should keep acting. You're on the right path.
Don't stray from your path, Natalie Portman.
Keep going, full speed ahead.
The scoring, there was like no. I like how movies now are having these scenes where it's silent.
Silence, yeah. I did
Okay,
notice that
yeah,
one.
actually, I'm glad you brought this up.
No music, and it's just like
During the first sex scene, I was like, okay, there's no music, so it was like it's like it made it hotter and dirtier, and I'm like, we should not be watching this right now.
Pay attention, everybody's breathing. You're like, who's breathing the hardest in this room? It makes things really awkward really quickly.
No, it was good. I noticed it at the same point, and then I never thought about it again, which I guess is a good thing. But I did notice it then.
It feels like we're standing right there.
Yeah,
because that's how
like
it is. It's like this just like empty silence, and you can feel what they're going through, and it's like that was gnarly.
And Temper Trap was like, you know, the soundtrack. I was into it.
It was?
Temper Trap.
I didn't even notice.
See,
you bring
what I'm talking about.
Everybody keeps saying though that it's really funny, but for me, I felt like we laughed a whole hell of a lot for like 45 minutes, and then we kind of were like, I was kind of parts where I was kind of bored, and then they kind of tried to suck me into making me cry, but they didn't fully get me there because it seemed forced, and so I'm like, I don't know if I really like the movie.
The comedy was so there, and the story was so, at the end it was drug out. I was done with the movie when he went to go see his dad in the hospital.
Right.
Because I knew what was gonna happen, and it took them 20 minutes to get to the end. Yeah. And it's like, we all know what's about to happen, just do it, it's fine. We're gonna forgive you if you do it quickly, it's fine, you know?
I thought we were getting to see their background because we were gonna see how great of friends they were.
I thought so
and then, and then we didn't.
We're gonna be like,
they're just
BFFs.
strangers
I know,
who are having sex.
It was the trailer that was misleading because they were like, oh my god, we're having sex, like this is so weird. It makes you think that they were like really good friends.
But they set it up. They go, here, let's show you when they're 15 and let's show you 6 years ago and 5 years. Why show us all that if it doesn't matter?
I know, every time they changed time, I was like waiting for them to be like, you see them as really good friends. You're like, oh, okay, that's when it happened.
I think what the point of that was these freak incidents where they keep happening to see each other in different year intervals. So it's like, wow, I'm running into you again.
Easy though. Yeah. It's more like he had feelings for her and he didn't even really know her. He doesn't know why. And then he has to figure that out the whole movie. I mean, that's, I felt was more real.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really bother me, but I mean, it was kind of where these, you know, sporadic intervals, but she always remembers him, they remember each other, but there's no real reason. I don't know.
It was kind of and it was misleading. It was because of the trailer. It was definitely misleading.
I totally stand by this. I love this film. I thought it was sweet. I thought it was funny. I thought Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman were amazing. Natalie Portman is hilarious in this. It's full of one-liners. Go see it.
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it the whole time. It did seem a little long, but it kept my attention the whole time. And I thought there was enough parts for guys, like guys and sensitive guys and girls, maybe not all girls, but I liked it. I would recommend seeing it.
No strings attached. I wasn't planning to see it. I went to see it on a whim with you guys, and it like just lassoed me in, okay? It just pulled me right in. I liked it, and it's not a total chick flick, and that's why they had the dumb guy jokes, which I thought were lame, but guys will like it too.
Yeah, it was very funny. It's not gonna win any awards, but it was funny. It was a tad long. If you're into this kind of movie, go see it. Natalie Portman was great.
I think ultimately you could wait for DVD and get just as much enjoyment out of it, and maybe more, because then you're at home and you're alone and you're eating your donut holes and you're crying over your boyfriend, and then you'll love it. But Natalie Portman, you can't take your eyes off of her when she's on screen, and that alone makes it go worth it.
Jen is mad at me because I'm late for the movie, but technically I'm not late because it doesn't start for 10 minutes. And I'm getting coffee because it's 10 a.m. and I'm at a movie. I've never been to a movie this early, and apparently other people come this early because there's a line. There's a line at the concession stand. Like, get your hot pretzel and Twizzlers for breakfast.